What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today we're going to be talking about something that I cannot believe how many people have messaged me and asked me to talk about this. I haven't done a sit down and talk video in a while, so I figured, it seems like this is a good topic that a lot of people are interested in. So we're going to be talking about all of the recent news surrounding Adele's recent weight loss. Now, the reason this is even like news, I think, or the reason that people are talking about it is because now in like today's day and age, weight loss is seen almost as negative, and it is very, very interesting because I know, say like 10 years ago, if someone that was really, really overweight lost a lot of weight, it would pretty much be all positive. The response would pretty much be all positive, right? People would be very happy for the person. There wouldn't be this negative connotation. But now in 2020, when someone loses a lot of weight, it's very split down the middle. Now, a great example of this was this post that I saw on Facebook. So this is the post right here. I'll put it up on the screen. But the caption of the picture is, "One of the best glow up I've ever seen in my life, Adele, y'all." And then it shows from 2010 to 2020. She looks amazing. And a lot of the comments on this post, which I'll read out, are very, very interesting. So this first one, this is like the top rated comment. It says, "Stop calling this a glow up. She was glowing pretty hard before, outfit, makeup, all of it. Just because she lost weight does not equal a glow up. She looks great in both pictures." Now I can say I pretty much agree with that sentiment, right? Just because someone loses weight, that does not mean that they have more worth. That does not mean that they are a better person because of their weight. So that's a pretty middle of the road comments. But as you go on and you'll see, a lot of the comments are almost upset at Adele for losing weight. This one blew my mind that someone felt like they even had to say this, and they felt like they were like obviously proud of saying this because they posted it. So it says, "PSA, the celebrity that everyone is congratulating for her weight loss may have an eating disorder." Like just right there. The fact that this person is accusing Adele of having an eating disorder just because she lost weight. Now, this person, how does she know exactly what Adele's eating, right? It's not like she's like me making full day of eating videos, right? Like, we don't know that. And it's just so crazy to me that people now are so, when they see weight loss, they get upset about it. And so they will make claims. Like, could you imagine making a claim that someone has an eating disorder just because they lost weight? Like, when I read that comment, I was just like, how does someone feel like they have the power and the knowledge to be able to even make that accusation about someone? Sorry, I got off track. Moving on. Even if she doesn't, we need to stop commenting on weight loss and glorifying it like it's the most impressive thing a human can do. That person that you are jumping up and down to congratulate may having an eating disorder, disordered eating, depression, grief, cancer, another illness, etc. Even if they lost that weight through a diet, 95% of them will go on to gain back the weight they lost. Imagine how that would feel after receiving so much praise and validation. Now, there's a lot to unpack with that one. For the most part, I think that this person, the person that made that comment, is way out of line, like basically accusing Adele of having an eating disorder. And it's not just that person. There are tons of comments that are along the same vein as that. Now, I think that that's wrong. That is taking it way too far. Now, where I can agree with some of the points that she had made is that I think that it is a little bit dangerous to just blindly congratulate someone for losing weight. And by dangerous, what I mean is it's kind of, you don't know exactly why or how someone is losing weight. Now, if someone is making a before and after picture, obviously that person is excited about losing the weight and they are sharing that with others. So I think it's totally fine to comment on the weight there, right? Obviously the person is making this post because they're excited about losing weight. Now, if you just see someone and they've lost weight, maybe it is a smart idea to take a second and be like, okay, do I really need to comment on this person's weight? And if you're really close with the person, you know that they're trying to lose weight, then yeah, obviously I think that's totally fine. But again, just blindly congratulating someone, I totally see how that could be in bad taste. Totally understand that. Other than that, I think we should definitely not just assume anyone that's lost weight has an eating disorder. I think that is taking it a little too far. And this is the last comment we'll read from this post right here. It says, "Okay, her body is awesome, but if you look at her face now, not as cute as she used to be." it's interesting because I saw a lot of comments along that same vein as well, right? She looked better in 2010. She looked better when she was overweight. Now, imagine if we flipped the script on that, right? There was a celebrity that gained some weight and people were saying, oh, she looked better in 2010 when she didn't gain weight. I can almost guarantee those same people that are saying she looked better when she was overweight would be like, that's unacceptable. How dare you say that? Like, just because she gained some weight, she doesn't mean she's not as beautiful. But it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing, just flipped. Now, I've been thinking about this like all day because I've had so many people ask me to comment on it. And I think at the root of like why this is such, like, people have so many like strong feelings about this is because people will tie their identity, I think a lot of times, to celebrities or people they look up to because they are similar to them, right? They are relatable. And I think with Adele, a lot of when she first came out, right, in 2010, like I remember when that song Chasing Pavements came out, like it was a big deal. It was a bigger girl that's a great singer and she's not like a skinny girl. Like I just remember that being a huge thing. It's kind of the same thing that's going on with Lizzo right now, right? So people, they start to identify with that person because of their size. And it's because of their size more than almost anything else. And so when that person decides to make a change and maybe they lose weight, maybe they gain weight, whatever it might be, people feel like they can no longer identify with that person. And sadly, some people seem to get upset and make these kinds of comments. And I think this goes with really anyone at any size. People, it's just something that I've noticed with what I do, right? Like people have started to, like with me, identify I'm a guy that lost weight. And I know, and this is just a fact, if I started to gain a good amount of weight, I would be receiving a lot of negative comments. I understand that. Do I want that? No. Do I think I'm going to gain weight? No. But I have seen it with friends of mine and other, weight loss influencers. People see that person as maybe an inspiration, or maybe they also lost weight. So they see them and they're like, I relate with you. But then once you maybe start gaining the weight as a weight loss influencer, people feel I can no longer be connected with you. And sadly, most people just move on and they're like, okay, I'm done with this. But for some reason, some people get upset and they leave really mean comments. And the thing with Adele that I noticed is, at least from what I've seen, she hasn't really been posting any before and after photos. She's just posting pictures, and then these things are kind of people, tabloids, magazines, people like me are making these comparisons. This is what she used to look like. This is what she looks like now. How is she losing the weight? She's doing this. She's doing that. And people are making their own assumptions, and they're thinking that this is what she's doing to lose the weight. And I think with Adele, because I went through her Instagram and she doesn't really post that often. And so I think, especially with that, people are just seeing these huge changes every once in a while, right? They're not seeing her weeks and weeks on end, like her posting every day. And I think that's a big thing too, is when you see this huge change, you might not realize, oh, it's been 6 months since I've seen this person. You're just thinking, the last time I saw you, you were this size, and now you're this size. That's bad. This is something that I've said before in videos, but when your identity becomes your size, and then maybe you amass a following because of that, and this is a little bit different for Adele because she's an absolutely amazing singer. She makes beautiful music. But for some of these people, that their kind of presence and their identity is the fact that they are overweight and they're proud of that. And maybe they 100% are, and that's how they feel. But I've always said, I really hope that if they get to a point, and this is even for someone that's really thin, right? This is for anyone that wants to change their size, right? But if you get to a point where you're no longer happy with the size that you're at, I really hope that you don't feel like you need to stay that size to make your following and the people that are looking up to you happy. That can be so unbelievably dangerous, because losing weight, gaining weight, changing your body composition is already something that's so difficult, and it takes so much time and effort and energy. And if you have these people that are following you that are not at all supportive, and on it, they are on the opposite of that, and they're attacking you for losing weight, or they're saying that you're doing it in an unhealthy way, and all of this stuff, like, it's gonna make losing weight pretty much impossible. Obviously, I don't know Adele. I don't know why she has decided to keep this private. I mean, I would probably do the same thing, especially considering everything that's happened. She just posted a picture and it's gone like this. But it is a very interesting thing, and I think it all stems from people finding like relatability with someone mainly because of their size. I think that that's a really dangerous thing, and it's something that we just do as humans naturally. I do it. I think most people do it, but I think that this shows like why that could be dangerous. And like, it's just my natural thought goes to, you know, a lot of the stuff that Lizzo posts is about her size and how she's happy with that. And I'm not saying that she's lying at all, but like, I think, imagine if she was like, you know what, I decided I want to lose 100 pounds or whatever that might be. I can only imagine these people that are very supportive of her and her mission and what she says now, what they would do if she decided to lose 100 pounds. For me, I'd be happy for her, right? If she stays her size, that's fine too. If she wants to lose weight, that's fine too. But it's crazy because some people, they're only going to accept her if she stays her size. And I think that that's kind of sad, because if you support someone and you love someone, you should support them with whatever they want to do, as long as they're, you know, trying to be healthy and improve the quality of their life. Like, you should be there for them. And just because they're no longer just like you, maybe the same size as you, now you're no longer going to support that person. I think that that's just kind of sad. But there you guys go. Those are my thoughts real quick. So many people have asked me to talk about this, so I wanted to get it out there as fast as I could. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There's one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am. Ugh.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.